Good day everyone, I'm Rizajin Aniran and I will present to you about the instrument of surrender of the Japanese and Japanese controlled armed forces in the Philippine Island to the Commanding General United States Army Forces. Tomoyoki Yamashita was a Japanese general of the Imperial Japanese Army assigned to areas mostly in Southeast Asia. After being deployed to Malaya and Singapore, he was assigned to defend the Philippines from the Allied forces in 1944. Under his command, the Japanese army committed atrocities, some of which were basis for the U.S. Supreme Court's 1946 decision to execute him. Is it primary source or secondary? I will say it is primary source because it is come from the government records, particularly from the US, and it is also an archive. We can use the historical criticism to classify the source. The external criticism is it was published in 1945, which is the time where they signed the instrument, and it's written in English, while the internal criticism is it was written and kept because to let people know how Japan surrendered to US Army forces and how Philippines freed from Japanese. On September 3, 1945, General Yamashita Tomoyoki, commanding the Imperial Japanese Army in the Philippines, and Vice Admiral Daiichi Okochi, commanding the Imperial Japanese Navy in the Philippines, signed surrender of the Japanese and Japanese-controlled armed forces in the Philippine Islands to the Commanding General United States Army Forces Western Pacific at Camp John Hay, Baguio Mountain Province, Luzon, Philippine Islands. Pursuant to and in accordance with the proclamation of the Emperor of Japan accepting the terms set forth in the declaration issued by the heads of the governments of the United States, Great Britain, and China on July 26, 1945, at Potsdam and subsequently adhered to by the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, and to the formal instrument of surrender of the Japanese Imperial Government and the Japanese Imperial General Headquarters signed at Tokyo Bay at 0908 on September 2, 1945.